Hello everybody and welcome back to Miss K Makeup. Today's video is going to be a daylight savings time saver. And I know you're like, what? This is going to be your 15 minutes, the only 15 minutes that you have to get ready, looking good. You got to get to work, but you're late because we are springing forward tomorrow, which means that you have an hour less than you thought you did. When your alarm clock says it's 8 o'clock, it's really 9 o'clock. So we are going to make ourselves look very fresh and awake and beautiful for all of the crazy things that we have to do throughout the day. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's go get into it. Okay, so here we go. So the first and most important step, honestly, is going to be primer. I know you're like, I don't have time for that. We gotta just throw some makeup on because I need to look presentable. But the most important thing is primer. Even if that is just the moisturizer that you applied the night before, you can apply just a little bit more to freshen up really quickly. And that is so important because you are protecting your skin from all of the stuff that you're putting on top. So I use the Glassy skin balm. So I've already applied this just on my face really quickly because it made it really easy to apply everything. I recommend using like a smoothing primer for people with oily skin and also a hydrating primer with people with dry skin. It just is going to allow the makeup to go a lot quicker, and that is the most important thing. We are trying to be fast, trying to get done quickly. So after we've applied primer, the second thing that we're going to go in with, we're going to skip foundation altogether, and we're going to apply concealer as foundation. Now, if you can, I recommend, you can just apply concealer all over your face, blend it out, and you can blend it up underneath your eyes because it's going to cover the dark circles and all of those things, which is what concealer is supposed to do. But it's also going to cover like all of your blemishes, all of those things that you might be trying to hide and you're like, I can't go without it. So we're going to apply this. I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer with a satin finish, and I'm going to apply this all over my face. And I'm just going to take a blending brush and blend this all over my face. Okay, so if you have a minute to spare, I would do a lighter shade up underneath the eyes. If not, you can apply the same shade all over. This will just add a little bit of brightness, and especially if you're using a lighter shade, it will allow a little bit of brightness to those eyes. And we know you slept in, so we know that you probably got some darkness up underneath there that we gotta cancel out. Of course, you don't have to do this method all over your face either. It will take up a little bit more time, but to me, just makes you look more awake, more brightened. So I definitely think it's a good step to take. Just apply that concealer. You can already tell a big difference. You can tell that it looks like I put effort into my makeup this morning instead of just kind of throwing it on because I didn't have time to create a full look. Make sure you get up in those inner corners. That is going to be the most obvious sign that you did not apply makeup. We're just gonna get that up in there. Okay, so if you need to, you can set it. But of course, if you don't need to, if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have time for that, that's gonna take too long. I have dry skin anyway, I don't need to do that, then that's fine. You can totally skip this step. But for me, out of habit, I have to at least set my under eyes. Even though that concealer is fairly mattifying, I'm just a weirdo and have to set my under eyes in like everywhere I applied like one concealer, I guess, because technically where I applied concealer is all over the face, but okay. Then I'm going to go in with blush, bronzer, and highlight. Now I recommend a palette that includes like more than one of those things. I did not have a drugstore one. I was kind of trying to keep this drugstore, but I did not have a drugstore one, so I'm just using this one. This is from the brand Wander Beauty. It's called Trip for Two, and it comes with a blush and a bronzer in here. And I had to bring in a separate highlighter because, of course, I didn't have one. If you are looking for a drugstore alternative, these these are the, I think it's the bronzing blush and bronzer or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, these are really good. I just wasn't feeling this. They're not super intense. I was feeling like I wanted some color to my face. But if you are a beginner, this will actually be really helpful for you because it's more buildable. So I'm going to go in with Costa Rei as our bronzer. And I'm just going to apply that. And of course, we want some color in our skin. For me, I would prefer to have a really nice, you know, smooth skin that looks really good rather than having, you know, a full eyeshadow look. But of course, you can reverse this. And if you'd prefer to just have more of a naked face, but you have the time to apply eyeshadow, then you can totally do that. I don't know if I'm into that. Me personally, but me personally, I'm really good. I wake up really early in the morning. It's actually like only 7 o'clock in the morning, where most people will be like, no. My job doesn't start until 10 and I'm already awake. That's pretty sad. But anyway, and it's just a regular day. So yeah, I would recommend, of course, giving yourself those extra few minutes, but you know, it's daylight savings time. We have, you know, I think we're springing forward, which means we think it's like 7 o'clock and it's really 8 o'clock. So yeah. Okay, so next I'm going in with the shade Bellini. And I'm just going to apply that to the cheeks. I love that like first hit of blush. It just changes the whole look. I love bronzer, but something about blush whenever it just first hits your cheeks. And there's not really a certain way you have to apply it. Of course, you know, everybody's so different on how they apply things. So just apply it however you feel comfortable and however you would normally apply it, honestly. So next I'm going in with highlight. This is the Essence Pure Nude highlight. I love this one. And also it's like less intense. So you don't want something that's going to make it obvious that, you know, you don't have a ton of makeup on. You just want something that's going to make you look put together, but is not super intense. And this specific highlighter is very buildable. If you really dig in there, you'll get a pretty intense look. But if you just kind of lightly tap, it's really not going to give you a super intense glow. And next, okay, I just realized I forgot to put concealer on my eyelids. But we're not going to do any eyeshadow. Me personally, I don't feel like it's necessary. Maybe if you really wanted to, you could do a little bit of bronzer in the crease if you feel like you needed to do something. But me personally, I don't feel like it's super necessary. I personally would just apply some concealer to the lids and then apply mascara, which is what I'm going to do because you need every second you can spare. So yeah, I'm just going to apply some mascara. I'm using the Essence Volume Stylist in this purple tube. It takes me forever to apply mascara, so that's probably why I'm like, oh yeah, I know I need those extra few minutes. I swear it takes me like 5 minutes alone just to apply mascara because I'm so picky about the way my lashes look. So now I do have that little spot there. We'll fix that up in a minute. Next, we're going to go in with the lips. We're pretty much done with everything else. If you need to, you can just take a spoolie and brush up your brows. If you need to, you can add like a clear brow gel or something like that. Really and truly, if you have to fill them in, you can. Me personally, I have really bushy eyebrows and they'll pretty much do their own thing either way. So that's why I just don't bother. But anyway, yeah, so some lip products that I'm going to recommend are the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. These are really easy to throw on, but they also look very put together, very nice. I highly recommend these. And then also, I have this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss is what it's called. Oh Lord, I can't read this shade. Statement Nude. So I'm actually going to use this one so I can show you guys what it looks like. This is just also very easy to put on, I feel like. And yeah. And also, this is something that you can throw in your purse and just reapply throughout the day if it gets worn down or anything like that. Okay, so yeah, that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe before you leave, and ring that bell to be notified every Saturday at 10 a.m. when I post. Also, don't forget about Tips and Tuesdays, which will be coming, I believe, week after next. Yeah, I think. Yes. And that is going to be on Tuesday at 10 a.m. as well. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please recreate this look if you can, and tag it on my Instagram at MissKMakeup19. And have a great day. Enjoy this new springtime that is coming to us. As y'all can probably hear that it's literally raining outside right now. But anyway, yeah, bye.